And we're here. I need to do yeah, I've been busy, bro. I've got Pink Sock on Monday. I've got Dabs with Dads on Monday nights. I just did a Way Back Wednesday that is on Audio Veins website, just got posted. It is the way I do Way Back Wednesday is I either review an album from the past or I cover a band that has long been forgotten, like in the public eye. This episode, the last two episodes, I kind of did both. The first one, first edition, it's all typed out. This one's audio, but I typed out Battle Axe by Billion Dollar Babies. This week, I did the band too. They did the album Voyeurs. I don't know if you're familiar with the band too, but they I
think I've seen you posted it up. So
they're the love child of Rob Halford and John Five. When Fight broke up, Rob Halford was like, I'm going to do industrial metal. So he got with John Five and did an industrial metal band and then went solo. So go check that out. But today, right now, we're going to be covering the new Ghost album. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Pretty stoked. Are we just going to cover the album as a whole then? Is that what we were going to do?
If you want to do that, I am happy to do that instead of going track by track by track by track.
Because like I'll be brutal. I'll be brutally honest. I've only heard the album once just now. So like
I'm gonna be brutally honest. I've listened to the album like 20 times.
So whatever way you want to go, but if you want to review the tracks yourself and I can just add commentary, I can do that. But I would like to give a little information on the album before we jump into it for all the people listening. Impera, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. I call it for some reason I call it Impera.
Like, is it Impera? Is it Imperia? Is it Impera? I don't know.
I think it's Impera.
Yeah, that sounds right. But it is the fifth studio album by the Swedish rock band Ghost. This is according to Wikipedia. It was released on March 11th, 2022. It was produced by Kalas Aland. I kind of butchered his name, who also produced the band's 2015 album Malaria, or however you.
My favorite album as well.
Is that a disease?
Yes, Malaria.
It has 3 singles. The first one was Hunter's Moon, which was released on September 30th, 2021, in support of the 2021 slasher film Halloween Kills, which that song, I must add, is a great song for, killing people, I guess.
There's actually 2 versions of that song.
There is?
Yeah, if you listen to the Halloween Kills at the end credit, it's like a little bit different or something like that. So maybe they changed the tempo of it or something. I'm not too sure.
So the Halloween Kills version is different than the studio?
If you listen to the sound of it, yeah. But I don't know, maybe they changed the tempo of it, maybe. But to me, it sounds like a little bit higher, high-pitched.
Also, they did have a second single, which was Call Me Little Sunshine. It was released on January 20th, 2022. And then they had a third single called The 20s, which was released on March 2nd, 2022. The theme of the album mainly focuses on the rise and fall of empires. So let's jump in, shall we? What do you think of the album?
I thought that album is probably one of the best albums that they've released since the very last album that came out.
Sorry, Gorak, but the way you said that, you're like, that's the best album they've released since the last album they released.
Yeah, no, it was like, no, okay, let me rephrase that. All right, I'm still a little fucked up because I had 2 teeth taken out. Anyway, I think it's like one of the best albums since they've released. So, I'm not just saying that because it is the best album that they've released, but I think it's like the best sounding album.
So you put this as if you were to rank their albums, this would be number 1.
Yeah.
I have a question. Something I noticed on this album. It's not me complaining by any means. It's just me adding my own opinion. There's a lot of songs that are like filler songs that are like intros to the next song. Or do they do that often?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I believe it might be the last 2 albums that they released that would have like instrumental. It would be like similar to what like Rob Zombie with his latest album.
Yeah, and they used to do that years ago, and then they just started doing it again. I get it because you need songs that are like fillers or whatever. That's kind of how they did it with one of several of Black Sabbath's albums. If you notice, some of the songs have 2 titles. It'd have one title / another title, and that was their way of saying it's 2 songs, but it's not. It's just a really long fucking
that
song.
kind of explains it. Why is that one song like 10 minutes long, but really it's 2 songs together?
Yeah. Well, my thought process though is this album, like, why don't you just take that one really short? Because they had a song in there that's 31 seconds. Why not just make it the intro to the last song?
I don't know. It's really up to him.
Like,
he's the mastermind, you know what I mean? Like,
I just think it's weird. But the album started off, we're not going to go track by track, but I'm just kind of like giving my thoughts. It started off kind of interesting. It was like an instrumental acoustic song, but then it jumped into like the really. I don't know how to explain Ghost other than the vocals remind me of Scooby-Doo chase music. Like, I have no other way to explain it. It's a great band. I'm not making fun of it by any means, but it's just this album though seems a little heavier at sometimes than their latest albums.
I think this album is like a mixture of 80s pop rock meets doom metal and Scooby music.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I found it really weird because it was like there was times where it got really heavy and then it went right into like the hey yeah kind of vocals,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a blue place. Don't you feel it's a spillways? That should be like on the Karate Kid. that intro that reminds me of the Karate Kid when they're training in the beach or something.
So what are your favorite songs on this album though?
My favorite songs off the album, Hunter's Moon is always a favorite. I just like it. Like, it's just always all Ghost songs always start dark, but like I like this one. That was like the first new Ghost song I've heard. And then there's a Darkness in My Heart or whatever it is.
Darkness at the Heart of My Love. I have the set list.
Yeah.
So that we have it.
Yeah. That's my second favorite because if I ever get married, that would be like my wedding dance.
See,
I kid you not.
Are they? So those are your top 2 songs. Is there any other songs that?
There was the one after. Is it the second last song?
Second to last song would be the 31-second one, Bite of Passage. Or are you talking about Griftwood?
Griftwood, yeah, that has a bit of that Def Leppard vibe to it.
I caught that. I'm like, what the hell?
And you know what's really funny? Apparently, they were asking Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, saying, "Can you hear some like the Def Leppard '80s influence in it?" And he said yes.
So they was going for that sound.
I think so, but I like what they've done because like each album changes. You know what I mean? Like,
See, with Ghost, I'll be honest, this is the first album I've really listened to all the way through because of you. So I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to Ghost. But this album, it was all right. What would you rank it though?
Oh, out of Tobias Forge's heads.
How many Tobias Forge heads is it? Is it like, are we going all the way to 10?
Yeah, I give it I was almost give it a 9, but then people think I'm kissing ass here. because I'm a big fan.
You're not kissing ass, you're licking ass. I think,
and being biased as well.
You were covering it up.
I mean, I was wearing it the whole day.
You're so excited.
I didn't know that we were doing this.
You're so excited that you wore the shirt.
And the pop vinyl was just sitting in the corner of my bed. Like,
so you're gonna give it a 9?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah,
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It was.
Didn't mind. I didn't mind 20s. I had a bit of that heavy. It sounded a bit like Metallica a bit.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
But like sort of like Metallica-ish a bit. But a lot of people don't like that song. I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, there is a bonus track on the album.
Ooh, what is it?
The Hunter's Moon film version. You are correct.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying. Yeah.
There's 2 different versions. I just saw that. I would rank the album 8 out of 10. The album is actually currently nominated for the best metal album of the year for Metal Hammer.
Well, I think we've mentioned about this on the show as well, that it's like one of the highest selling top charted albums or whatever it is that was released all over the world.
You know what I find weird though about this album? I was reading some of the reviews so far.
Yeah.
And one of the reviews was from AllMusic. No, it was from Classic Rock. Mark Beaumont of Classic Rock said, "Ghosts swap medieval demons for modern day counterparts," and he even compared the album to Green Day's American Idiot.
What? That guy been smoking something or what? Like...
I don't know, but it sounds nothing like American Idiot, bro.
but like 80s pop doomish.
Yeah, like what?
Like if American Idiot went 80s pop doomish, Scooby Dooish, like Ghost does Green Day.
This is a good way to compare it, though. A lot of people are saying that it's a combination of King Diamond and who else did they say? Hold on, Avatar.
I've heard of them. Yeah,
it's a mixture of Avatar.
Saying that, what's that?
They're saying it's a mixture of Avatar and King Diamond, is what people are saying.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were saying that he's ripping off King Diamond when
what's up, Gary?
He's paying he's paying homage to King Diamond himself because he's a fan of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize is music only has 12 notes. Like, there's only so much you can do with music. Yeah, you can tune it differently, but every song, there's at least going to be one song that sounds like something you wrote.
Well, here's an interesting fact for anybody that didn't know this, that you know how it's only him that does all the music, like guitars, vocals, and stuff? Yeah. He hired the guitarist from Opeth, not Mikkel, the other guy, the lead guitarist.
Yeah, he hired Frederick.
Yeah, to play guitar on that album, and I think he wanted him to make it simple, try not to make it too shreddy or something like that. Like, there's a few good solos in there, but like.
Well, there's a few songs where there's songwriting credits to quite a few different people. There is a few tracks. I'm trying to find out if I can. Al Fakir got a lot of songwriting credits on it, on the album, and so did Vincent Ponter. Vincent Ponter.
Like a really nice name.
Well, it's weird because Vincent Ponter works with like pop artists.
I guess that's the reason why they sort of went to that 80s pop, because he said that he grew up and he's like a fan of 80s pop music.
Yeah, because this guy worked with Avicii, he worked with Madonna, he worked with Lady Gaga, and then the Salem Al Fakir guy also worked with the same people.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's why it has that 80s pop sound.
That's what I like about it. You know, like it's completely different compared to all the other albums. You can like the last album that they released. They sort of kind of aim for that 80s pop era a little bit.
Yeah.
If you listen to Darren Smackaba or something like that.
So me and you combined, we will say that the album got what, 8.5 out of 10? Meet halfway in the middle.
8.5 Tobias Forge's head out of 10.
I
wish I had like the emoji thing when you click on it, his head pops up, like with 10 or something.
We need to get some stuff made for Pink Sock Reacts. It's a work in progress. I actually am working on merch for the podcast itself and all that stuff. So keep your eyes open. But guys, that was it for Pink Sock Reacts. Go check out all of our sponsors.
One more thing.
What
was your least favorite song?
My least favorite song, I'll have to go with Bite of Passage, the 31-second song. It was just a filler.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 20s, even though I still listen to it. But
20s was a good song, but that's my second least favorite song. If I'm not going to be funny about it.
And do you think the album cover is like a tribute to Iron Maiden's Power Slave?
From what I've read, like there's a lot of people that think that that's a good way to compare it. And looking at it, it does look kind of maidenish. But did you know that it was actually a ode to, who was it? Aleister Crowley.
Okay.
It's a reference to Mr. Crowley. But the artwork is very maidenish.
It does, and there's one song in there. Is it "Watcher in the Sky"? And it sounds like very maiden-ish. If you listen to it, dun, 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 dun. Sounds like one of the Maiden songs.
Yeah, I could hear Bruce Dickinson's vocals on it.
Watcher in the Sky. Like,
but guys, go check out all of our links. We are now on our official YouTube channel. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Next week, we are going to be doing another Pink Sock Reacts. Do you want to announce it, Greg?
Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, we're going to be reviewing Seed of Chucky. I'm not.
Dude, I'll FaceTime you, bro, and we'll watch it together in bed.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
As bros, though, don't make it weird.
Yeah,
don't make it weird.
Yeah, don't wrap your leg. Don't wrap your leg around mine. All right, that's just too weird.
I'm a cuddler, but I'm not. I won't cuddle you. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys Monday. Go check out Dabs with Dads and check out Pink Sock Podcast. That's the two shows that I'm going to be appearing on. Of course, Pink Sock, because it'd be weird if I wasn't on it. We have Pink Sock Podcast. We have Dabs with Dads. We have Pink Sock Reacts. And I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy here shortly, hopefully, if things go according to plan. I've got a lot of shit in the works. I've got Audio Vein. Go check out the review of the album over there that I did, Voyeurs by 2. And I hope you guys enjoyed Pink Sock Reacts. And remember, live long, rock hard.
And listen to Ghost, fools.
Listen to Ghost, sucker.
Yeah.